Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So I'm in the garden for like 5 minutes because as you can see, it's cloudy, look like it wants to rain. So I am here. I'm gonna point on some things, show you what I got, and take it from there. Alright guys, I gotta say my phone is dope. The corn is growing, obviously more in some areas than other, because some of it sprouted clearly before the other one sprouted. Taking out all these containers, not the black ones. I can leave the black ones on there because I need hands. But I am gonna take out all of the jugs and show you the difference. Alright guys, sorry for the noise if you hear that. So as you can see, they did grow bigger. It says that they need more sunlight clearly, but I want to say they are all doing fine actually. Even the zucchinis are doing great. So I'm gonna leave them uncovered for the remainder of the time in my life right now. Actually the I don't know what it was, if it's a squash, some kind of squash that I put there. There's like 4 plants all around there. They are growing. So I'm hoping it starts doing its thing. I did put one here, so it poked up. You got it right here. I got one here. And these are the ones that were in that container. I did put one here. Here's a watermelon and it's poking up, so it's doing great. I was gonna say I thought I put one somewhere around here, but not too sure. There's the watermelon right there. As you can see, the cover cropping is doing great. I was hoping that the cover cropping would sort of eliminate actually the water from soaping through. So in each end of these beds there's some kind of squash. It's very small, but it's there. And when I mean squash, the only thing I have is butternut, acorn squash, and maybe some kind of pumpkin for like Halloween carving pumpkin. There's one there. I didn't put any in that last row. The other thing that's growing actually, and then I put one in the middle. So that one is the only one that has one in the middle. This one has one in the middle. This is the potato lane, so I don't think I put one in the middle here, or did I? Yeah, right there. I would have to go back and look at my videos. This is where these are from my insanity, not your videos come from. This is it. So I can go back and look to see what I did. So I think I put sweet potatoes in this whole entire row. So row number 3 has sweet potatoes. This one has the remainder of the, I think, sweet potato. You see? My insanity, people. My insanity. I know the first one has... Oh boy, my brain stopped functioning for like a hot second. Cucumbers. Cucumbers. Oh yes, the sun, let it dry out. Because that'll be great. Because I saw a bunch of like, snails and all that stuff. I put some here. Squash, pumpkin, watermelon. I just mix seeds in here to try to see if I can get anything to grow, because last year I didn't have that many. So as you can see, I got a watermelon there. I put one here. They're really small here. And I also had seeds on there, and because this spot right here was giving me a hard time. I did do a cover crop after the fact, so, and I'm alright with it. The cover crop I'm doing is not that big of a deal. The potatoes are doing great. The only sad part is I haven't been able to come in here to put more soil or more straw on them. That's the only sad part about that. See how the weather's great. I mean, it rained, it did its thing. See, I gotta cut the grass. I got compost that I need to put. Here's a potato that I'm not too sure if that's gonna work out, because I have not put literally anything on it. I did see some snails on some of my potatoes. This one worked out really great. That's the sweet potato. It looks like it's picking up. Thank the Lord. But the potatoes, there's only one flower over there at the end. I don't see any more flowers. All of the beans here are picking up, but as you can see, they're being eaten by something. So we will just have to wait and see. And I'm sure it's because of the rain. I also need to keep an eye on my surroundings. Garlic is going to be pretty soon that I'm supposed to grab my garlic. This is that area that I put spinach. The spinach did not do too good. I don't know if it's because I had old seed or maybe the soil that I put it in. I have no idea. Because the same thing happened to the spinach over there by the trellis. Here's the onions. Here's my flower bed, and so far the only thing that's booming is the amaranth and some of the zinnias. Here, yeah. I gotta say, this year my beds have been a little disappointing. Oh, the cucumber is thriving, so let me fix it. I smell like somebody burning wood, which I guess is alright. So in this spot, I had a bunch of different cucumbers, and I'm really wondering what kind of cucumber that one is. I don't know where I was at, but here's the next bed with the peppers and stuff, and the peas. So, oh, that's what I was saying. I don't know what kind of cucumbers are those, because I did have cucamelon, I have regular melon, so it could be either one, which is fine. This bed is not complete. It just has a bunch of grass. Here I have a lot of tomatoes growing themselves. The bad thing is I can't tell what kind of tomato it is until it actually grows really big. I did put an amaranth in every bed so it can be like sort of like the bait. But I'm not too sure if it'll work or not, because this is the first time me doing it. Check out those potatoes. I'm so sad that I have not been able to cover my potatoes. So sometime this week I need to come and put more dirt or more straw there. So that'll be very cool. I think the temperature now after this rain is starting to catch up. I brought my little knife to chop all of that up. So that's the before. Here's the knife, and you're gonna see the after. Alright guys, here's the after. I am gonna take some of this and put it in the compost because it's considered a green for my compost. So I will grab some of this and put it in the compost so I can start composting. I'm sure, I don't think it'll grow back. It's supposed to die down once you chop it up, but I've been experienced where it does come back. So let's see. I hear the rain, I just don't see it. So like these are easy to just pull. So I usually pull them and drop them. And this is the wheat. Basically, the wheat is easy to just pull and drop, pull and drop. And don't forget, like now with all this rain, I even have seeds that are popping, actually, that did not sprout. So I'm gonna pull a few of these now. Check out the potatoes. Check out the garden from this side. I love this. I'm in love with my little lines. Even with the cover crop on top. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my corn though. Check out the cucumbers. I ended up having to buy cucumbers. I got some that I brought, some that was given to me. So at least I don't have to worry about that. Check out, I did put a cover crop on top of this because if you don't recall, all of this was like dried out, not healthy. Don't forget as well, this is just a dump and go kind of thing. I did cover this a couple of videos back with cardboard just to get it started and dump dirt or compost on top of it, and that was fine. Eventually I will take one of those cucumbers and bring it over here because the loofah died. But maybe I should do it today. All these beans ended up actually coming back to life, which is great. Everything over there was bare, so I did put a cover crop over there of just short, sweet, nothing invasive. I ended up putting the buckwheat because this is as far as it can go. Then it starts to flower kind of thing. And I did put peas, I think, over there. And I put white clover over there. So I find like this is so much easier. I'll never do wheat again. Wheat was over there. I won't do that one again. The wheat is the one that's like a grass kind of thing. Actually, I just saw the red clover. That one took longer than the rest. It's starting to pop out now. But I did, I'll check it out. It has a buck, one of those huge daikon radish. And I'm okay with that because the daikon radish actually digs down for you. Whew, I don't want to get wet. There's a red clover right there. So I do see some of the red clover starting to pop out. The cabbages that I put here look like they doing okay. I'm missing one. Oh man, don't let me get wet. So one died, one survived. That's the KO, I think. Here I did do a cover crop as well. This one actually had dirt in it, but it was also struggling. These peas been struggling since the get-go because something ate it, then something, you know, I came back, survived it, that kind of stuff. So we're just taking it one day at a time. I am going to take one of those cucumbers. I'm going to bring it over here where the loofah died before I forget. And then that's it for today. I mean, I gotta hurry up before it starts raining, but sometime this week, rain or shine, check out the tomatoes growing from last year from the garden. Rain or shine, I need to come here and cover my potatoes, figure out if this is actually a good spot for my tomatoes. I gotta start ripping some of those tomatoes that are growing in. Those are very... Actually, I don't know if those are those baby little tomatoes that I don't like. So, and I gotta get rid of the rest of this wheat. So everything you see that looks like grass is actually wheat. And that is not something I wanted in my garden bed. If I knew that, I would have never done it. But that's why I experiment to see what works for me and what doesn't work for me, because now I know that the wheat does not work for me, so I can give that to a friend who would rather do the wheat instead of me. Because in the bed, the wheat does not, it's hard to kill, as you saw from the cover crop over there. So all of this is wheat that I gotta pull, kind of thing. So hard to kill, hard. So let me transplant that cucumber. I think I showed you everything else. I'm not going that way. It is the season for snakes, and I have not cut or trimmed over there. I definitely need to bring the grass clipper, trimmer, lawnmower to cut down all of the overgrowth behind by the woods. I mean, I don't hear anything. Usually I can hear whether or not they're making noise, that kind of thing. The only one making a noise right now is the chicken because it's laying an egg. But the two that I have found here in the garden, I have heard them before I got anywhere near them. I think I showed you that bed. The cabbages are doing great. Sure they're being eaten by some kind of moth because it looks like some of the leaves are being torn up. But that's all right because I do have cabbage in other areas. So hopefully I can at least get 1 or 2 cabbages, I would hope. So let me transplant this. Forgot to show you my flowers. Forgot to show you my comfrey. As you can see, after I did all that chopping, a lot of it is coming back. I did do a flower bed there, but nothing is happening. We did buy a pallet of bricks to do beds, so I'm gonna make a bed here so the dogs can stop jumping on it like that dumb dog. And I forgot to show you the green stalks. So here they are. They're doing great. I did harvest a lot of the herbs and put it in the freeze dryer. All the potatoes, all the beans, even the strawberries are actually popping up. My only dilemma right now and concern is that I have literally, I think these are pole beans instead of bush beans. That's my only dilemma right now, because they don't look like bush beans. They look like pole beans. I know. Check out the strawberries. Those are the few that I got growing. Half of it could be my fault because some of these I did not even get to weed out. But my potatoes, all of them are doing really good, actually. The potatoes are thriving in this thing. So, and so is the strawberries on some of these. Because I got, actually, you know, it's the everbearing. So I got babies growing everywhere. But then my only concern is that now I think those were not bush beans, there were pole beans, as you can see. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do, because now they're gonna want to climb somewhere, and I have nowhere for them to climb. They were supposed to be bush beans, but clearly it had a different agenda, you know. So me and my hubby was talking about this, and we decided that we are next year, before the new year hits, we are going to take these apart like we did in Connecticut, dump the soil and replenish the soil with cow manure or the compost manure mix, just so we can see if it does better. For some reason last year they did really bad, except for the strawberries. Now it looks like the strawberries struggling, but the potatoes did good. So this is my first time doing the potatoes on here, and as you can see, they look great. So I'm gonna see if maybe I'll use these pockets for potatoes, especially the big pockets instead of the little pocket. Like, I didn't put potatoes in the little pockets. We put beans, bush beans, thinking they were bush beans. So we'll see if it gives me a good output for every potato I put in there, because I put a whole potato. Then I'll do the same thing next year. But we do have to turn the soil, replenish it, that kind of stuff. Last year we did do some kind of replenishing, but I don't remember what soil I purchased, because this cannot take, it takes a special soil. I don't remember. I would have to Google it. I'll put it right here somewhere, the soil that it takes. But I will replenish it next year, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I did pretty good with the compost manure mix, and I also like the black cow manure. So if I get a couple of bags of the black cow, it's okay. If I get a lot of compost, that's okay. So next year, you know, it's so far away with not knowing what we have available, but we are going to turn these out. So we're going to take them apart and we'll flatten them here somewhere when we're taking out the potatoes. And then at that point, we'll leave them open. And when the new year starts next year, the plant season starts, then we will dump the dirt, mix it up, and then put it back and then plant. That's how we usually do it. So the soil will winterize, kill, I guess, whatever is in there, freeze or not freeze. So we'll see how it goes. But everything looks, so far for the potatoes, it looks great. I'm hoping it gives me a good yield. And we should be able to see what happens. But on to the next clip. But whew, sorry guys. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one.